Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to achieve this manicure look, especially this design here. I call it the hourglass, I'm not really sure what people call. And of course just your half moon. The sets that I used was some discontinued Julep Mumbi is not discontinued, that's still going on, but Crystal Cave is one that is going to be discontinued, but you can achieve this look with any sets that you have available. I went ahead and already done my dominant hand, so I can show you guys how easy it is to do with this design. Okay, so I've already went ahead and laid out my basics. I've got just a single layer on these 3 fingers. I haven't done my thumb yet. I will take care of that in a minute, but mostly we're focusing on my ring finger, the design that we've done here, this double hourglass triangle shape looking here. Okay, so what I'm going to use is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you a little trick here. This is a stitch guide that you can pick up at any sewing department, sewing guide. I like it because of the little guy, it moves, and I'll show you why in a second. They're like 89 cents, 98 cents at Walmart. Pretty cheap, very handy. Okay, we're going to use just a marker, very sharp pointed marker, my ruler, okay, and I also have this cutting board mat, okay, and it's got all these little markings on here, measurements, and they come in very handy, and you'll see why in just a minute. I've also went ahead and I've taken a piece of sticky note, post-it notes, flipped it upside down so the sticky's on this side, and then just taped it down, and you'll see here in a minute why. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go ahead and get started with this design here. What I do is I'm going to find the strip that's best suited for that nail. Okay, so looks like that's going to be my best bet right now. Okay, so I'm going to take that like that. I'm going to leave my tops on and everything. I'm going to flip it upside down, and I'm going to take the top and I'm going to line it up with a line and then stick it down right there. The reason I do this is because I don't want this to move while I'm doing my measurements, okay, and while I'm marking things out. So now I'm going to take my measurement guide, my sew guide, my seam guide here, and I'm going to put it from the top of my nail to the very bottom. Let's see if I can get this in here. So it touches between here and there. The reason I do it this way is because I hate trying to remember measurements, and this way I know, okay? And then I'm going to take my guide and I'm going to just place the bottom along the purple and my top along the top. And I'm going to make a little mark right on the top of that. Okay? And then I'm going to take my measuring stick, and if you notice, it goes all the way across my board. So I'm going to just line that mark up with 2 on the same side, the closest marks I can find. Don't worry if you go just a little over or a little under. And I'm going to mark that. Okay? And then I'm going to find the point where you start losing that curve. So it starts going up. Well, this one's kind of curvy all the way around, so I'm just going to have to take a guess. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right there on those, and I'm going to line those marks up too. Actually, we're going to go up just a little bit further. So we're going to go right there, and then I'm going to make a line there. Oops, it didn't mark here. Let's try it again. Okay, so now we have 2 lines. The reason we do this is so we know that we need to work in this area, and it's also better if you have 2 lines so you can get an exact point. Now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to put my edge here and my edge in that sideways so we can have a diagonal. Okay, and I'm going to draw a line. Then we're going to go and we're going to do it the other direction, point to point. Okay, and the reason why we did that is now we have the exact center of this point, and we're going to make our cuts there. Okay, so now that we've made our measurements, we're going to take I can find it, we're going to take the other piece that matches the piece that we just drew on. Now you know why we won't use that sticky. So now we have, so it kind of looks like this. We've got this little graph out here. We're going to take the same size of your other color. You're going to take off your tops now. You're going to place them together. Just slide them right over the top of each other, okay? And I'm going to hold them. You got to hold them tight. And then you're going to take a nice sharp pair of scissors. You're going to make a cut. So you're going to cut those pieces off. Then you're going to go ahead and cut the others side. So now you have a set of triangles, just like that. Okay? You're going to pick up these two pieces that you already cut off. This is kind of gets a little tricky. Just be patient, take your time. Line those back up so you have your line. Now remember, sure you don't cut the wrong line. You're going to want to make sure you have this so you have this rounded triangle type thing. And you're going to cut the other direction. Okay? All right. Now you're going to take your bottom piece, or basically your top piece. You're going to take one of your rounded corners that you're going to have on the bottom. Okay? You're going to take your orange stick, and all you want to do is you just want to lift that corner up just a little bit on the very top. Not your rounded corners, but the top piece. Okay, you're just try not to pull it all the way off the backing. But you just want to kind of peel that up just a little bit, okay? Then you're going to lay it down, and you're going to slide your 2 points. You're going to slide this point inside of that point. And you want to go down a little ways so you can get kind of a triangle in the center when you press this down. And then you just go ahead, try to keep that straight, and press that down. Okay? And you can see kind of an indented triangle inside of there. You may not be able to see it too well on the video, but you can see there's a indented triangle, and you've got this negative space here. Then you're going to take your other piece that you cut off. This one you're going to go ahead and take off all the way off the backing. If you're going to take something straight off the backing, the best way I can show you how to do it is just push and kind of slide your 2 fingers together, and it starts pulling that piece up. Okay? You're going to pull that all the way off. Just like that. Now you're going to lay this piece, this guy, you're going to lay him down just a little bit, however wide you want your base piece to show. Okay, you're going to just line it up with your points. And then smooth that baby down. Okay? Now you're going to flip the guy over. I have my rounded scissors, cuticle cutters. I love these guys because they do a nice smooth cut. And I'm going to just trim off that excess piece right there. I'm going to follow that bottom guide, and I'm just going to cut around it. Okay? So now it looks all one piece. And then all you do is you just take your top portion. You got to be very careful when you get down here at this bottom. You want to make sure you pull the bottom piece off too without pulling it all apart, all your work, okay? Okay, and you just lay it down where you want it. Smooth it out. finish that up. Now I always bend mine over, smooth out my pieces, and then I kind of just take my finger or thumb or whatever and kind of push for a second. And then I take an orange stick, flip it over, and kind of just pull a little bit down here until it's nice and smooth and off. Now I'm going to leave this for a little while so it can finish curing, and then I'll file it away. Then you're going to take your next piece that you took for your triangle that you cut out. Go ahead and pop that off. Line up your 2 points. This is where you want to make sure you're careful. You line up your 2 points. And then just lightly tap that down. Fold it over. And there you go. That's how you do that piece right there. Okay, I gotta finish my other nails. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave me a comment. I'll try to get back to you. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm gonna try to do some more tutorials with Color Street. And you'll find a link below on where you can pick up some of your supplies. Thank you. Have a good day.